Hey, my name is Elizabeth Price. I go by Beth. I am a single mom of a beautiful 17-year-old daughter named Maria Hinton. My biological dad and the man that has raised me has passed away, but my beautiful mother is still living. With those three, I have 6 brothers, 1 sister, 2 brothers that has been with our family for years and years. With all those siblings, it gave me a lot of nieces and nephews. So I have 9 nieces and nephews and a great nephew on the way. I have 2 brothers that have served in the United States Marines, and I have 1 brother that is currently serving in the United States Army, and he is a sergeant. This is my last semester at University of South Carolina, Lancaster for right now, possibly. I am supposed to graduate tomorrow with my associates in science, but as we know, that has been postponed due to the coronavirus. So it looks like we're going to graduate in August, which I'm looking forward to. I decided to come back to school after several years after graduating high school. I graduated from the class of 2002 at Great Falls High, home of the state champions for basketball for the 2020 year. But I decided to come back because once I was a senior in high school, I was pregnant at 17 years old, and I was told that if I did not go to school right after graduation, I would never get a degree from college. So that's one of the main reasons I came back, and I am graduating. And not only that, I did it for myself and to also be able to prove to my daughter that regardless of the time frame of your family life or whatever you got going on, if you really want to pursue your career or get you another degree or a degree at all, you can always go back. Time is of essence. It was a long road for me because I do work full-time Monday through Friday, 7:45 to 4:15 in the afternoon, and several of those days, Monday through Thursday, I would get off of work, hightail it down the road from Monroe to either Indianland or the Lancaster campus, and go to school from 5:30 to 8:30, 9 o'clock at night. I took a full semester. I did not do half semesters. I took 4 classes each semester. Last semester, first part of this semester, I had 4 classes of the first part of this semester. So this semester I took 6. Excuse my dog that you hear in the background. He's outside playing. After I graduate, or after this semester, my plans are to take the fall off. My daughter will be a senior starting at Lancaster High School next year, and I figured I need to have a semester off to be able to focus on her, get her through school. She's a dual enrollment with USCL. She's majoring in criminal justice, and hopefully to transfer to either South Carolina, Clemson, or possibly Augusta University in Georgia. In the spring, I do wish to come back. I may still go somewhere in the fall, but currently my plan is to take the fall off. Spring, I'm gonna either come back to the University of South Carolina through the Palmetto College for my bachelor's in health informatics. If I decide to not go that route, I'm gonna go through the University of North Carolina, Charlotte, and get my coding and billing specialist degree that I can achieve online. If I am able to get my coding and billing specialist degree online, I will be able to work from home with the company that I am with right now, which is Novant Health Medical Group. I work for an OBGYN office in Monroe. I would love to be able to sit at home and code. I do like interaction with the patients as well, but I would still have interactions with some of the patients because I would have to go to sites to see the clinics once a while. So I may want to do that. I actually have been wanting to do coding specialist for a while. I did some research for you for the health informatics. It is, like I said, it's offered through Palmetto College. It is expected to grow within 15% within the next few years. You can have several different things through that. You can do office managing. You can be a chief. You can be a clinical informatics coordinator, which makes about $84,000 a year. You can do a director of HIM and make $90,000, about $91,000 a year. You can be a director of clinical informatics and make about $128,000 a year. And you can do chief of clinical informatics, which was $180,000 a year. Of course, all those you move up the chain, you got to move up, and you have to have several years behind you and up under your belt to get that way. But it's always a possibility. For me to go to UNCC, it would be online. It's going to cost me about $1,600 to go, and that includes all my classes. That would also include my books and one of my tests that I can take. There are 2 tests that I can take, and I'm going to move the camera just a minute so I can look at my computer screen and give you what those tests are. I can go through and learn and take the, let me pull it up, I'm sorry. I can go to get the American Academy of Professional Coders certificate, which is a CPC, a CPCH, or a CPCP. And most medical fields want you to have the AACP certificate. You can also get the American Health Information Management Association certificate, which is a CCS or a CCSP. You can do either one. Some of those is for medical. Some of it is for like accounting. Different things that you can take for that. For that, since I'm gonna do it in depth of this one, since this is what I really want to do. For the curriculum, I would do Introduction to Medical Coding, Health Information Documentation. I've done this a lot. I've actually held a certificate for coding and business billings through the National Health Care Administration. Unfortunately, nobody recognizes it, so I'm having to redo it again. Another one would be diagnosis coding, procedure coding, coding guidelines and processes of outpatient and inpatient services. So basically, I would be sitting at home, getting the charges and fixing the diagnosis codes that the providers are entering, and making sure everything is correct to send to the insurance company so the company can be reimbursed to be paid. It's not too hard. Once you look at it, you will have a coding book, but through the test you will not. I'm really looking forward to doing that. Let's see what else I would be able to do. Once completion of the course, I will be granted to take my test, and I'll be able to go and take my test at North Carolina and sit for that test. Once I sit for that certification test, I will be certified to code in North Carolina and South Carolina. If I take it in South Carolina, I'll only be certified to code in South Carolina, but I want to be certified to code in both states, considering my job is with Novant and they're out of Winston-Salem, North Carolina. So that's why I want to do it that way. Let me see what else we need to discuss on here. Why I picked that career. I picked that career just because it's not easier to do, but it's a lot of learning, and I'm very interested in learning how things are done. And I can be at home, and it's more of a flexible job. Not that I need flexible now since my daughter's getting ready to graduate, but I'll be able to flex off, take more vacation time, take more time for myself, and just be able to work on my pace that I would like to work on. What makes me unique? I really don't know, other than the fact that I'm a Cowboys fan. A lot of people don't think that. I do love sports. I am a girl that loves football. I love everything about football. College, high school, NFL. I love football. I actually understand the game and can talk with the biggest football fans about anything because I understand everything. I do like basketball as well, but I don't like watching NBA until it gets to the playoffs. But I am a huge Great Falls high school basketball fan for the Red Devils. I am also a huge Great Falls football fan, which we don't have a really good team yet, but hopefully we'll get back to it. We used to be, when I was in school, we were good. I do follow the Lancaster Bruins. My daughter is a cheerleader, so of course I do follow them as well. I guess that's what makes me unique. Why am I here in Lancaster? I moved to Lancaster over 10 years ago. I moved here to give my daughter a better education and a better chance at life when sports and different things. When we moved here, she was a swimmer, so we didn't have swimming in in Great Falls, then I would have to drive. I bought my house 10 years ago. We've been here ever since. This is her childhood home. So this is why I'm here in Lancaster, to give her a better life. And I think I discussed everything that we're supposed to. I hope you enjoyed my video. Have a great day.